Most of today's testimony in the Faro hearings focused on mechanics of the ship. Channel 4's Chris Parento has been covering all the hearings this week. Chris, how much work was needed on the ship?
Much of that work needed on the boilers. Today, we heard from an inspector who actually serviced those boilers last September, shortly before the ship left Jacksonville for the final time. He said that he was aware the ship was headed for a dry dock in November, and that at that time, much of that boiler work was going to be done.
There is now a 3 to 4 inch gap between the wall and the tubes. As the tubes are pushed out, tubes around the burner throats have begun to show signs of flame impediment.
Luke Lasco said that he was the inspector who checked the ship's boilers most recently, but that he is not a certified inspector for the company that manufactured them. Most of what was on his survey reports wasn't positive.
You used a lot of words like severe deterioration and very bad shape. Are those words you normally use during survey reports?
Yes. If it's something that I saw was in bad condition, I would notate it. I would recommend that it be fixed right away, but that's only a recommendation of us being contractors. It's really up to the ship's owner at that point.
The time frame decided on by the company that owns El Faro is said to have been November of 2015, when El Faro was dry docked in Freeport, almost 2 months after Lasco's inspection.
Like if you found an immediate threat to life safety, what would you do?
Well, if something like that was to occur, I would probably speak with the chief engineer on board if I saw, but I never saw anything like that.
Thank you.
We also heard more talk. We heard more talk today about the cargo load on the ship and the stability of El Faro. One of the former crew members of El Faro said that the software they used would usually show the ship had a slight list when it was leaving port, despite that not being what they calculated. He said he had brought that up to Tote Services and to the company that manufactured the software, but that at this time there was nothing they could do about it to fix that discrepancy. Live at the Prime Osborne Center, I'm Chris Parento, Channel 4, the local station.